Hi Taurus, and welcome back to your December monthly. I'm Ashley Rose, and today we are going to be going through December, what the month has in store, and what can you kind of expect. We'll be pulling 7 cards to give an overview of how this month will go, an oracle card, 3 cards on your romance, 1 and then 3 to clarify those, and then we'll leave with an affirmation. So give me a second while I get set up. How have you been? This eclipse season is really testing all fixed placements, but especially Taurus. And we could be feeling a major upheaval in our lives at the moment. I'm a Taurus rising, so I feel this a little in my life. But totally, you can expect your life to be completely different, 100%, in 18 months than it was at the beginning. So that could be for some of us a lot of changes. And I feel like last month was a really good reading that really got us set up for what we're going to go through and the changes that are going to be made. It is kind of like the universe coming in and doing almost like a divine intervention, but kind of clearing out what doesn't serve so we can make a path for what does. And it can be a lot and it can be tough, but we have Sagittarius season here. So take that energy and this enthusiasm that you feel for your future and apply it. Take the risk on yourself. Do it now while the universe is supporting you and all the energies are working in your favor, because it's only, it just get harder and seem harder the longer you wait. But in this Sag season, there's going to be a lot of opportunities coming our way, a lot of chances to kind of take an adventure on your life and do something different, do something that makes you feel alive and connected. And then we have Capricorn season coming at the end of the month, helping us really power down and pump out all of our hard goals and not really caring how we get there, but putting in the work and applying it. And it's going to be applying all these things, that we have been learning. Yes, okay. Step into your power, baby. Seriously. There's literally nothing to be afraid of other than yourself. I feel like there's so much coming around to support you. And that's going to be important to remind yourself. And to some of us, I feel like that feels scary because maybe we're the first one on this journey of following what we want to do in our family, or there's not really many people around us that we can look up to for this type of guidance, because really we're doing it ourselves, right? And so that could cause some maybe stagnant feelings of being unsure where to go, what decision to take, what opportunity is going to be the best. But it's important to, just continue to stay connected and to stay grounded through it. I think that was a big for you last month too, but yes. But this card, I was just saying, says play, and I feel like that's really what I was just about to get to talking about, is that it doesn't really matter what choice you choose, what opportunity you take, because you're learning to play with life and learning to have fun with it. And whichever one you choose is going to be the right one for you, because you're supposed to go down that road, right? So listen to yourself, trust your intuition, because it's guiding you through this. The decision that you come to isn't one that you should be second guessing. It's one that has been guided and the one that you've been working very hard to make and come up with. So give yourself that love, because ultimately all of this is going to strengthen the relationship that you have with yourself and is going to really help you be able to get up and make the things happen in your life. A lot of the times Taurus are really great at coming up with the plans and coming up with the perfect plan, the best way to see it out. But they don't really like to do the work, and they would rather watch a Virgo or a Capricorn kind of complete it perfectly so they can be you're leaders. It's just what it is. But we're learning this month what it means to apply those two things together. So that you're almost a superpower. Could you imagine? When you think about those things, the two opposites of yourselves, mine's I'm a Pisces, so my dreams and all of the fantasies and all the things that I can be creative about and all the worlds that I can dream up, but I struggle with bringing the world into actual work and doing something and making it tangible and physical. And if I could combine those things, my gosh, that's what I'm working on, right? So the same kind of thing here. Work on combining those things. We just had the eclipse that caused us to look at the shadows, and that's a good 6 months out, a kind of an indicator of what these next 6 months will be. So take the opportunity to work through those things. Do it now while you're conscious of it and you're aware of it, and it doesn't become something bigger than it doesn't need to be, but it can be something that makes you stronger. And when you come up to challenge, that you have the strength for it. Ooh. Yes. Alrighty, my friends, let's get into it. So we start off the beginning of the, well, I think I'm gonna pull these 3. And then the king's gonna stay around. We have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Cups. Like, you have the energy, you see the dream, and you're not acting in extremes. You're not letting your emotions get the best of you. You're not allowing anybody to just kind of throw you around willy-nilly. You're not just following in the crowd anymore. You are taking action in the most positive way for your life that feels right, that seems fit, and you're trusting yourself through it. Look at this, is creative energy, tapped in, turned on, and working positively in your favor. I'm going to say positive because there's so much positivity, and that's just the word that just keeps like flashing in my mind, is like positive creativity, positive dreams, these things that are happy. And it's really, I think, just like following that joy and not allowing yourself to be deterred from it, not allowing yourself to think that what you're creating is silly or, not enough, or, can maybe somebody else can do it. No, it's for you. You're having the ideas, you're seeing these visions for a reason, because you're strong. Look at, you could also be dealing with throughout the month water signs and fire signs. So pay attention to that. They could be coming, offering you something for your dreams, offering something for your life path and your purpose. Could be helping hands along the way. Also could be blooming new friendships, because we have the Two of Cups here. At the bottom, there's a big play on relationships this month. So maybe you're changing the relationship with the way that you view your dreams, or the way that you create your life, or the way that you lead your life here, right? Because there's leaders here, and they're here to support you in being the leader in your life. And they're both on thrones that are solid. Like, look at the King of Cups. He's literally like sitting on a stone throne in the middle of water, and it's like, how is he doing that? It's magic, right? Like, can't believe it. That is the things that you're going to be doing in your life, things that you couldn't even believe, or that were literally just dreams, and they're happening. And you have like this whale here and this little iguana down here. So 100%, and I said relationships, talking about relationships, talking about support, talking about people that are there for you, watching you, helping you. And you see this little ship coming in, and that's adventure. Could be problems. We have 5 of Wands here at the bottom, so I'm saying like trivial conflict, but like I said, conflict that is going to test our strengths, not push us to the ends. It's not the 5 of Swords. This isn't something serious that comes up. This is something that shows you how strong you are, so that you can move forward. So this is a ship of adventure, of a new sight to see. Maybe you're traveling more this month, and you get to get out a little bit and express your energy in a way that feels, in alignment to you. They both are great leaders. They're warm, they're loving, they're caring about, their people and how they lead their people. They both have green shoes on. So, they are leading from their heart center. And so you're going to lead your life from your heart center, and trust your intuition through this process, right? Because we have the Knight of Swords here, and they're about extremes. And when he's sitting upright, he is acting, at the seat of his pants. I think that's the phrase. But like literally anything can upset him, set him off. He's flying off the handle. He can't control his emotions, and we're not. We have moved farther than that. We have evolved, and we have matured, right? That's what these kings are showing me. Maturity in our life, in our creations, in our spiritual endeavors, because we are connecting to ourselves way more authentically, that we can allow these ideas, these thoughts, these inspirations to come through and take life before we allow our minds to deter us from that, or we, can get really stuck in feeling comfortable and feeling stubborn and just wanting to do things our way. But we're opening our minds up to doing things in new ways that help and support us in the future. And that comes from, I love her, the High Priestess. Here she is, and she's right smack dab in the middle of your reading. So that is going to be the most important thing that you're dealing with throughout the month, is trusting your intuition, trusting this internal guide, this knowing inside of you that makes the best decision and makes the move forward. She's sitting in between these two pillars. That's your ego and your higher self, and you are the leader that chooses which side that you put your consciousness on, and how bad do you want this in your future. And she's coming here to help you to move past these fears, right? We have the King of Wands, the High Priestess, and the King of Cups. And like, come on, look at all this energy, look at all this support around you that's rooting for you, in your favor, in your court. Trust in what you're building, trust in what you're making, trust in your intuition and where it's taking you, because you have clarity. Even in the moments that you think that you don't, listen to yourself. Take a breath and quiet the thoughts. And what is my body feeling? How am I feeling? Not what am I thinking, but how am I feeling? And then we have the Emperor and the Two of Cups in reverse here, or the Two of Pentacles, they're both in reverse. And so this Emperor is talking about that stagnant energy I was elaborating on earlier, and being unable to make the decisions. But with these cards here, I'm trying to grab them, make it easy for us to overcome this. And that's literally the only hurdle. That's this trivial conflict that we're dealing with here at the bottom. Then we have Justice underneath that. So that's balance, baby. We're learning to balance it out. We are being the balance in ourselves that we seek so much as Taurus. We are being the beauty. We are being the peace. We are embodying it for ourselves, our growth, our development, our future forward. We can do that because it's going to free ourselves from these feelings. We can make the decisions, and we are capable of handling anything that comes our way. And it doesn't always need to throw off our foundation and shake our earth. We can do it. We can do these things without it all need to be life-changing and life-altering. But it's like the beginning of the, I wouldn't say crumbling, but it's the beginning of letting go of these things that just no longer are here for you to serve you. And then we have the Two of Cups at the end. And I mean, both of these are relationships, but this is a relationship with our money, our abundance, what we're doing, our work, right? So that's upside down. We're feeling a little insecure about that. But we have relationships around us that support us, that are here for us, that are wanting to watch us grow, wanting to watch us succeed, helping us in making these decisions, helping us in seeing that we are abundant, that we are fruitful, that we can be successful, and we have something worth working towards, right? Again, so that's going to be your fire signs, your water signs. Yeah, very much, because even the Emperor is Aries. There's a lot of water, fire here. So pay attention to the relationships that you have with each, because there's going to be a lot of people coming to you to help you through this, to just be support and show you love, and give you more compassion for yourself. And they're not like a holding hand, but kind of, right? And you give your goods back to them too. Then we have play here. So what I said about that earlier is very important, to play with ourselves and play with life in our journey. Do not become too serious or get too stubborn about where we're going and how your life needs to look. It's happening exactly the way that it needs to, but you need to have fun. Okay? Like, that's not a bad thing for the universe to be telling you what to do, to have fun. Like, I take it. And then for our love cards, we have Release Your Ex. The time has come to clear your energy, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support for others. Yes, 100%, because this energy, this stagnant, this not knowing how to, make decisions, or feel like you can make decisions, or maybe there was somebody in your past that you're still holding energy onto. Maybe didn't tell you that you were good enough, that you could do it, that you can move through it. But we have strength here with this card. So you have the strength to move through this and release that ex, because what we have coming to us is way more better than what this energy is that we're holding on. Stop talking about the boyfriends from high school. Stop talking about, who you dated and who you hooked up with, who you're with now. is the most important. There's no reason to keep going back to that energy because we have the strength to move through it and calm those thoughts that maybe they brought up, the insecurities that you had from this relationship that stopped you from moving forward, from progressing in life. It could even, I feel like, release your ex, but also I feel like, if this could be, we're talking about love life, but I think it could be parental too. Things that happened with your parents when you were younger, because that plays a big effect on our love life as well. Calling in your soulmate, we have the Queen of Swords with that. So when we're doing it, we are thinking it clear, and we are thinking clearly with clarity, and we're getting these ideas, to call them in from our higher self. And it's honestly a time where everything's kind of coming together. It's coming together to change a lot, to bring in a lot. So have faith. The Queen of Swords is here to support you in this. Could be an air sign, because she is, swords. So we're looking at air, fire, water, no earth. But so just keep it in, keep optimistic and open to these things that are coming in. Then we have let your friends help you with the Star. Yes, let your friends, right? We talk about the support here around you, and know that you are the star, that these things that we're holding on to, this past stuff, isn't serving us anymore, and it's time for us to move forward for our growth and the things that we're building, because you're doing a lot of good. And this may feel like, okay, but seriously, this is a big month to really put yourself in the right position. So allow your friends, and maybe we're not worried as much with our relationship this month, but really just worried about, our platonic relationships and how they can help us progress forward, and how we can feel love in that ways, and learn to play with love again, learn to have fun with love again. And that can start from your friendships as well. Oh, I love that. Ace of Cups on the bottom of those. And then we have our affirmation. Oh, just flew that way. Oh, yeah. When I'm patient, I let the universe do for me what I cannot do for myself. Yeah, for sure. This month, I can definitely see that this is about being patient, and yeah, the universe and the eclipse. Everyone I talked about in the beginning is that the eclipse is getting you ready for a total transformation of your life in the next 18 months. So be patient with how this plans out, and work on you. Work on building your skills, what you're doing. That's the focus this month. It's not about what really you can do more. I mean, it is about bringing them two together, but it really is being patient and going with the flow and allowing what unfolds to unfold. So I am excited for you guys. I can't wait to see what the rest of December has for you. If you'd like to know more about me, what I have going on, you can go to ashleyrose.com. The link is in the description. Otherwise, I will see you back in the daily tarot readings. Bye.